Hi guys. I wanted to just go over what you're going to do on this assignment really quickly since we're not in class together. This is the articles that you're looking at now about the marginalized groups of the 1950s. So we've talked about several times about how the good times of the 1950s were not necessarily shared by all parts of society. So minority groups that you'll be reading about here, it's going to tell you more information about what it was like for them in the 1950s. So African Americans, Chinese Americans, and then Japanese Americans. This one I think is particularly interesting because this is the time period after the Japanese internment. So it's interesting to see what life is like for them after World War II. Let's see, low income families of the 1950s and Mexican Americans. Uh, include some information on the Bracero program that we've talked about. Native Americans that we looked at briefly in your textbook, and also women in the 1950s. So, what you're going to do is you are going to be looking at here the notes page on the marginalized groups, and you're going to read those articles and you're going to pay attention to these areas that you see at the bottom of each little notes area, because I'm telling you what I want you to know about each of these topics. So for African Americans, know about segregation or segregated facilities, Brown versus Board, discrimination, the role of Black churches. Let's see, Japanese Americans, and particularly the internment and what it was like reestablishing themselves after that. Mexican Americans, the Bracero program and migrant worker issues, discrimination. Women, World War II, the message of the media, families, etc. So I didn't go over each of those, but at least that'll give you a better idea of what I want you to do. Now, I'm not making this assignment due until early next week on Monday, so that way you have plenty of time to go through the reading. Please feel free to communicate with me on Remind, as well as you can send me an email or something through Google Classrooms on a comment. I will work on establishing, a Google Meetup or a Zoom so that we can chat and stuff here in the future. Hopefully that helps. Take care.